Morning everybody. I was up really early this morning, even more so than usual, so that I could get back to the farm and get on with some work. So the money's probably going, you'll probably see the money's gone down a little bit, but it also went up a bit because I paid for my cabin that's currently being built. I think yesterday they got quite a lot done. Today they're going to carry on and finish off the inside and get furniture that they've got made and put in as well. So that's cost me about 10,000. But then I sold the other lawnmower, the walking one, which I'd bought second hand, and I got 8,000 for that. So that was actually more expensive than the one that I was using on the tractor. So I have no idea why I didn't just use that one. Now, we haven't had any rain, which is a good thing. I'm looking for, I think I've probably passed, I have definitely passed. I was going to go and grab some breakfast before I get to the farm. I didn't want to wake anybody this morning when I left early. My mum's, as you know, which is where I was last night after my aunt dying. It's like a hidden entrance, this, isn't it? Is that it? No. Doing really well this morning. How many times have I come here? Have a cuppa. And yeah, that's my field. Let's do it this way. Can't be that hard. Sorry, I'm clearly needing coffee. Here we go. The one that's got the light right by the entrance. Of course it is. Right, let's see what we've got open this time in the morning. See, told you, I've got to put the lights off and everything. Right, I don't know if they're quite open yet. I know there's lights on, but I'm not really thinking they're properly open yet. It's too early. But this one is, so I'm going to grab a takeaway and I'll eat this in my car and I'll speak to you in a little bit. Right, got some takeaway. I'll just eat it in the car. It's so dark I can't see where I'm going. Look, torch would be handy, wouldn't it? Okay, engine. Let's head up to the farm then. We've got quite a lot to do today. Got to get the fields prepared. I've decided I'll put oats in the small fields, some winter oats for the horses, and also we'll put canola in the wheat field that we just harvested, the bigger field, so it's all good. And I need to deliver milk. I should have kind of delivered the milk already, but as you know, I'm just getting back from spending the night at my mum's after my aunt died. So yeah, busy day. Probably be a late one, I would expect. But I'll deal with the animals quickly and then we will get on with I'm watching out for the turning because I nearly enough always miss this. Is that it? No, it's a hedge, right? Pretend you didn't see that. Right, it's here. It's where it actually put, lights up so I could find it. But yeah. So I'll get on with animals and I'll see you in a little bit when we start preparing the fields. Okay. So, oh dear. If I haven't said good morning already, I'll say it now. Good morning. Hope you're all grand, and yeah, I'm just panicking a little bit in terms of time because I probably stopped working sooner than I should have last night, but family's important and it's where I needed to be. Right. So if I'm going to get these winter crops in, I've really got to get a wiggle on because I've got 2 fields to prepare. And only today and tomorrow to do so, and I'm not sure. My worry is that the ground temperature will start to drop quite quickly tomorrow, so ideally I'd want to get them done today, and I don't want to have to get a contractor in to do them because that affects my bottom line. And as you know, I haven't even started paying off my loan yet, so I'm just still paying out the interest on that. I had a quick look at the veg and the apple tree. The apple tree stopped producing, but enough, it's mid-autumn. And still got some veg though, we'll see what happens. And I've still got to deliver the milk. And I really should have did that before I started doing this. Just don't do it. But I am actually just thinking of taking it to a cheese factory. Right? I still have obligations up at the shop to fulfill, and they're going to be pretty much open and no fresh milk, so yeah. I'll just get round this outside edge, I think, and then I'm going to run off, deliver the milk, come back, and what we'll then do is probably do a time lapse of this and the other field. It's still kind of dark, the sun's slowly coming up, so hopefully by the time I come back from delivering the milk up to the shop, we will be in a position to see better as well. And jumping around. Okay, torch. Right. Well, see you in a little bit. Back again from selling the milk, and I'm running around here in a bit of a panic because, of course, we cut grass yesterday as well in the hope of getting some hay today. We haven't got hay yet, but we're hoping to soon. The shop, thankfully, wasn't here open this morning as well. We'll be about 9 o'clock opens today. So I think I'm going to have to bite the bullet and probably get contractors to come in and do some of this work. Otherwise we're not going to be sleeping tonight at all. And as you know, we're sleeping up at the inn tonight as the guys finish off my cabin. Putting down some underfloor heating today, and yeah, getting the inside bits and pieces all in, including some basic furniture that they're going to bring over. Some of it which I just got out of, well, most of it I got out of storage from when I sold the cottage. You remember I kind of put quite a few things in storage. So I will have, hopefully, by this winter time, a nice warm place to sleep. This underfloor heat is quite a cool thing. I can walk around in my bare feet. So as I said I was going to do, and I probably should do, is put on some music for you all and catch you in a little bit.
On this journey we will find our souls begin to intertwine. Your heart of gold so pure, divine, and I lost myself within the fire, breaking free from my desire. A heart of gold forged to inspire. It's starfire. It's starfire. On this journey we will find our souls begin to intertwine. Your heart of gold so pure, divine, and I lost myself within the fire, breaking free from my desire. A heart of gold forged to inspire. It's starfire. It's starfire.
Okay, we don't have here yet, which is okay. I have formed a plan of action in my head. See if it actually works, right? So basically, I think what I'll do is I'm going to plough and cultivate my fields, and then I'll get the contractors to come in and sow them both, because I think, yeah, and I know probably the sowing's the bit that's going to be the expensive part. It will depend on where we're at with the hay though, I will say that. If once we've finished up the other field, if we need hay, then if we need hay, if there's hay, then we definitely need to crack on with that before we start losing it. I did think of baling it, but I'm actually quite happy giving it just to the horses. So I checked the field, it doesn't need lime, it's okay, but I think we'll do so next year after we've harvested. Glad we've got this quite quick cultivator, because it's going to make a real difference to us getting stuff done. Oh, but that's not good at all, is it? So I'll crack on with getting these fields done, and speak to you in a little bit, maybe, if I can get in a straight line. Oops. As you will have realised, or have seen, I completely forgot about the straw in this field, even though it was only yesterday we harvested it, but you know, with everything else that's going on in life, it completely went out my head. So I have to go and loose a baler and a bale trailer, although we can use the little trailer that's down on my farm. I needed to get another one because of time. And yeah, we still haven't got hay. Did a quick look just now. We went back to the farm and I've left the bale trailers down at the farm, the balers in the shop, because I'm hoping to use both for hay, only we haven't yet got hay. So my mum and my cousin are on standby, and I said I'd check in with them in a little while. They're down at the farm keeping an eye on things, and if they get hay, my cousin's going to come up and take over this part. My mum's supervising. My cousin, as you know, runs her own farm, so he's very experienced. And I mean, and they've both volunteered. They said I'll give them something to do and keep their mind off of their current situation. So that's really nice of them both, because as I say, we are really getting to the point where we've got to run behind time. I've offered to pay my cousin, as you know, because she paid me when I looked after her farm. And if I had to get a contractor to do it, I'd be paying them anyway. Whew. So yeah, I feel like screaming a little bit, just because of everything there is to do, but there's no point really, is there? And, you know, as I say, family's on standby, which is quite good. We're going to run out of drying weather soon, so what I might do is give it till about 3:30, and I'll give them a phone and see where they're at in terms of unless they phone me, of course, which is always a possibility, because they are one down there. I think my mum's also kind of super, because of the guys are down there putting the cabin up, finishing touches on the cabin if they have to get done. And so my mum's just like supervising them all to make sure that they're going to have it all ready for when I by tomorrow lunchtime at least, so that I can get back in there tomorrow. But yeah, I feel sorry for them. But I think she's also making them some tea and coffee to kind of tide them over, because they've at least got a little oven down there, so it's not too bad. It's just, yeah. But I mean, the guys are great. They're just playing along and having a laugh. Yeah, as I say, it's good for my mum. And my cousin's just, I think she was just speaking to the people that putting horses up stabling. At the moment she's having a chat to them because they're down there. I think she said she was going out. She was going to see if she could persuade them to let them go out riding with her, so with them, she don't know. And yeah, so that's all good. So I'm cracking on. It could be tomorrow now before I get this field, so I get it done overnight. I'm just actually, if I put in a sewing contract, it normally take about 5 or 6 hours. I suppose at the worst, as I say, if my cousin has to come and do this, but she'll still get there in the end. All going well. But, well, speaking about, fingers crossed, really fingers crossed, that we get some hay for the horses, otherwise it's going to be an expensive winter for me, and to pay for if I've got to buy in hay as well as oats. And alright, speak soon. So my mum brought my cousin up, who then demanded to take over in the field, so I've let her, even though we didn't have any hay yet. I'm going to go look at it again in a minute, just fingers crossed, because I reckon we've got maybe 1 or 2 more drying hours looking at the forecast. It's not like I can leave it overnight again, because it is going to rain, and the other option is getting up in the middle of the night and doing it, which is always a possibility. I am getting that desperate, but it's because I'm not staying here, but over at the pen. It's not something that's going to be too easy to keep an eye out unless I just go sleep in my Land Rover. Right, so given that my mum brought my cousin up, that meant I had the opportunity to bring this down, because I forgot to give my friend, my friend forgot about it the other day, yesterday. He was going to do it, but fine, we're here, we're done, and yeah, sort of almost badly, and still no hay I can see from here anyway. My mum said it was better for my cousin to at least have something to do, because she left the gate open. They were trying to play around on this tractor here, but actually it's not a bad idea. I don't know if I can hook this to the front. because I could put the, there's a good chance I'm going to be doing this in the dark, you see, so I figure, yeah, I can. If I get this ready, then I can hopefully, if it does, go to, then I can get it. Just get done, just get on with it. But I am a bit worried. I mean, that's been like this all day. They will need straw, but I'll get them some in a bit. Let's give it a quick clean. Nail biting stuff, is it not? Down here at the farm. It's just because, I mean, that's been, cut that yesterday, right? Forecast. I mean, it's dry until 6 AM tomorrow, but as you can see down the very bottom where the drying potential is, it's going to be gone by 6 o'clock this evening, so I mean, it still might dry after that. Stranger things have been known to happen. But, yeah. Fingers crossed. One thing is, I don't know if I mentioned it, when I took the water up to the border, the milk up to the shop, I noticed we do have enough now to hire a small tanker to take up to the cheese shop. Cheese shop? Well, yeah, we have got a cheese shop, of course, but I'm thinking more about the factory than the shop. Right. Sorry, I'm just running about, but please turn to hay at the moment. Let's come back in a bit and see, right? Oh well, it's just after 6 o'clock, and as you can see, we still don't have any hay. What was I just saying? I was about to say, and I probably will have to anyway, because my mum and my cousin were insisting that I go over to the inn with them, get settled in, grab a shower, and have some dinner with them, because they are both, well, because they know I haven't eaten since this morning, but we have finally got hay. Very good. Timing of that is quite funny. Right, I'll start the other end. Okay. This is funny. Yeah, I am going to be here till dark now, clearly. But yeah, that's finally got some hay, so we really need to, you know, get it in. I'm hoping I'll have to get the big tractor from my cousin so I can, because I'm planning on baling it, because I thought, well, I've already paid to lease the baler for today, so as well just using it. But that's what we're doing. So we really just need to get a wiggle on now and get this in. My mum's not going to be happy, but you know, to be fair, if my cousin, if they hadn't been here, I think I would have pretty much been in a well, sorry, panic by now. So I'm very fortunate I've got family here to rely on, and my cousin's here right now, even though the reasons that she's here is rather sad. She is and always will be my best friend. Right. Okay. I've lost track of how much recording time I've got left. But we'll see you at the other end. We are finally done, people. It's so dark I can't see a thing anymore. Thankfully, not as late as it might have been if my cousin wasn't around to help. After she'd finished the cultivating and brought that back, she then went up to the store and brought down the baler. And so, with her help, we got finished a little bit earlier. My mum, not amused that we weren't going for dinner, to the end decided that the inn would come to us. Here's all of our bales. That should keep our horses going for a while. So she went up and basically persuaded the chef to make us up some lovely steak sandwiches for all three of us, because she came back down to supervise, of course. So the cows, they're up and about just now. They were sleeping for a bit there, but they're up having a bit of a snooze. There's one that's sleeping still there. They'll probably pop up and down as the night goes on. But I am going, there's a half pint, and unfortunately it's only going to be a half pint with my name on it up at that inn. My cousin's already gone off. I sent her off with my mum. Once the baling was done, I said it's fine, I'll collect in the bales because it's an automatic loader. It's not going to take too long and get them put away, and that's what I did. So, what a day, what a day. And I mean, you've still got to finish off, well, we've still got to sow that field. As I said, I'm hoping that tomorrow it's still going to be, ground should still hopefully be warm enough for us to get the canola in. And then, yeah, we can sort of take a bit of a breath because we've got hay. Well, hopefully I've had both fields sown. I will need to fertilise them as well tomorrow, and then once that's done, it's that's it really for the most part. We'll look for bits and bobs of work over the winter, and of course we'll have the animals as well. I've got my lights on high. I'm going to be blinding everybody. I'm okay for fuel. Get it tomorrow on the way back. So thanks to my mum and my cousin again for, just being there, and it has meant then I was, probably finished about 2-3 hours sooner than I might have been otherwise. I'd have been chapping on the door at the end, trying to get in later. Yeah, I'm going to have a quick half pint, as I say, and then we'll grab a shower and hit the sack, and that will be me. I may, in fact, have a little bit of a long lie tomorrow, but it can't be too long, as I do still have a lot of work to do. Alright. You said I could park just up round the back here since I'm a paying guest, which is rather unusual. Not having paying guests, but letting people park. but he knows I've got to fall out of bed early, and so I park up beside his van so that he can still get out as well. Right, but torture is not too bad because we've got lights. It's actually quite good. So, anyway, thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. This might end up a bit longer than usual. I won't know till I come to the editing part of it. So, yeah, we'll catch you later. Bye for now. Cheers.